Like this? Should we watch? Should I be down here? Should I be up here? Where should I go? Where should I go, chat? Yeah, right here. Just came from YouTube. Pooh, I'm better than what? Yo, what's going on, Smant? How's your day today? Yes. All right. This is the first time I'm about to watch it. I have not watched it. You want middle, top, left? Do you want me right here? This is where I need to be? Up here? Okay, we'll put myself over here. We'll put chat like right around like here, you know. That's a horrible spot. Not up there? Okay. What about right here? What about right here? That's good? We're good? Hold on, let me make myself a little smaller. I'm pretty excited about this. Breath of the Wild is just like the GOAT game. I don't know. I don't think I've ever felt like that playing a video game before. Like that level of like, oh, this works. You know what I mean? And while I did not like it as much on like subsequent playthroughs, I don't like any Zelda as much on the subsequent playthrough. Yeah. However, now that I know how to get around the world, it's much more fun. I'm super hyped for Second Wind during Subathon. Yeah. I think we might start with Second Wind. Yeah, I don't know if we'll start with Second Wind. Top left covers a lot of new stuff. All right, are we ready? Should we count it down? Should we just go? Should we just, like, I'm just gonna watch. I haven't even watched it yet. So we're gonna watch it, and then I'm gonna spend like 2 hours breaking it down, honestly. Oh God.
Hello, everyone. I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series.
What are you doing?
First, I have some news. Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete.
I thought they already said that.
Thank you very much for waiting.
I thought they told us that.
Many of you are looking forward to this game.
I don't have light mode, okay? This is my gaming PC, and I literally only watch YouTube on my gaming PC on here, which I probably should log in, but I don't log into anything on this. Like, this gaming PC is only connected to Steam. Like, that's it. That's like all it is. Like, I don't have any of my other accounts logged into this. It's Steam, I guess an Epic, and maybe Ubisoft. Yes, and maybe Ubisoft. It's the safe PC. It's literally the safe for work PC, exactly. Like, I pull up a browser, no Pornhub shows up, Like, because, I mean, not that is one of my most visited sites, but if it was, I wouldn't want that to show up.
And we've released a few trailers so far.
I wonder why Nintendo hates when I watch their shit.
Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like.
Wait, he's playing the game?
Okay, let's begin.
He plays with Joy-Cons?
Here we are in the land of Hyrule.
All right.
Like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore. Of course, it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways. If we talk about all of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches.
Yeah, that would make sense.
In this game, the vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll notice some landmasses floating up there. We call them Sky Islands.
I'm sorry, I'll let this play through. But that's not the most original name.
You're probably wondering
Gamers
something.
don't look up.
How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up?
I am wondering that.
If we take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky.
Whoa, something is falling from
Do you
the
see
sky.
it? I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it.
It's like a big fucking rock to me.
We're almost at the spot where the object fell. Here it is. Okay, let's use one of Link's new abilities. If you do this on the rock
I
that
just
just
noticed
fell,
the UI.
look, it started rising. This power is known as recall, which rewinds an object's movement. Since
Shut up.
I just used recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands. Let's use the paraglider to reach one of them.
Okay, so we still have the glider.
There are a few other Sky Islands floating here too.
And that makes sense that they would still keep the glider. His arm's gnarly, man.
I made it. There are lots of ways to reach the Sky Islands, so we hope you'll try a few different
hey, big
methods.
dragon.
Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island. Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures. Some trees are also growing here. You won't see many of those yellow trees on the surface, though.
Why?
Let's walk around for a bit.
God, this game's gonna be so good. I'm not fast
There's a
traveling.
branch on the
once.
ground.
I refuse.
When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later.
A branch, really?
Let's continue.
A branch.
Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up. Ah, the branch broke. Not good, not good.
Well, okay, I know the one thing that did happen is the whole world let out a collective. So the weapons break again.
Quick, get another branch and we defeated it. Moving on.
I don't really care. It doesn't really matter to me.
We've
but,
now
like, also,
explored
like,
more of this Sky Island.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
As expected,
People are gonna complain
fighting with
about
just
it.
a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer.
What?
fuse.
Just like that?
You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects.
What?
Let's take on another construct
That's
with this
so
fused
dumb,
weapon.
and I love it. Oh God.
We're dealing with two of them at
Wait,
once.
can you only fuse one thing to wood?
Oh, we beat one. The weapon's attack has definitely
This
improved.
is so silly.
The other
Oh my
branch
God.
broke, but this weapon has much better durability. You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse ability.
Oh my God.
You can fuse two weapons, for example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork, we can create a weapon with a much longer
It's
attack
a really
range.
long pitchfork.
With this,
Why do
we
I
don't
love
have
that
to get
so
too close
much?
to enemies, and we can safely attack from a distance. You can
Oh my
also fuse
God.
arrows with materials in your inventory.
Why is this so good?
For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow.
But why?
Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze faraway enemies.
This is so good. Wait,
Very
can we
useful.
put meat on an arrow?
In addition,
Can we put
let's see.
like drugs and
There's a
apples
bird
on
flying
arrows?
around. If you're out
Like your
hunting,
normal
you
food
might
on
feel that
arrows?
aiming with an arrow is too difficult. Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving
Probably.
objects as of late, so my shots rarely land. So at times,
Wait, what did he just shade himself as a gamer?
there's a bird flying around. If you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult.
I mean, hitting a bird
Apparently,
with
my
an arrow
eyes
is
can't
hard.
track fast-moving objects as of late, so my shots rarely land.
Another dragon up there.
So at times like these, here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters. Fuse it to an arrow and
No.
look, it homed in on the target.
No.
Let's try this on another bird.
No, do something different.
I'll just fire in that general direction. It's very simple.
Wow.
Depending on what you stick together, the fuse ability could also be beneficial for hunting.
All right, well, this is going to be...
I fused a mushroom
Now he's just getting silly. Now he's just getting absolutely silly and stupid. I love this.
to my shield. Now, you're probably wondering if this has...
Okay, one thing I've completely realized about this game right away is that I am going to probably accomplish nothing for about 2 days. Right? Like, I will see about 0 of anything. Yeah.
any use.
I'm not going to do
Well,
anything.
this mushroom is actually a puff shroom.
A puff shroom.
Let's fight an enemy with this.
Yeah, let's do it.
I blocked with the shield. Okay, there's smoke now. The enemy's lost sight of Link, so... attack! Even if you struggle with combat, you can take down enemies using similar methods. In the previous...
The speed runs of this are going to be so fucking stupid. They're going to be so dumb. Like, I mean, assuming that we don't get some, like, you know, like, this is the absolute fastest glitch, this is the best, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, we might be, like...
This game, you'd usually
like, thinking of different stuff to fuse together.
get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies. But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options for sticking things together.
Wait.
Let me demonstrate. Some of the Sky Islands even
Wait, did he just fuse the rock to the thing he had? So did he
else
fuse the
could
rock
turn
to
it
that?
into a useful weapon.
Or is that
There
to
are
his
even
shield?
more gameplay options
that
for
was to his
sticking things
shield.
together.
Okay, so it seems like you can only... That was to the shield. So it seems like weapons is just 1-to-1 right now, is what I'm looking at.
Let me demonstrate. Some of the Sky Islands even have rivers. We'll want to cross this one, but swimming across it, well, the river's too wide for that. We need a boat. Of course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here. So,
Oh, but there's that
we'll
fan.
lift up this
that we saw in
log
the last
and attach
trailer.
it to a second log. Let's do one more.
Oh my god, they're just letting you do this. Like,
We'll bring this over here and attach a third log. It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability called Ultra Hand. Even though the logs are currently attached, they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft. You can always attach things or detach them like this.
I am already jealous of things other people are gonna make.
Now,
Yo, this is so good, babe.
if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat.
I am already
We've made a
so
simplified
hyped.
version of a boat.
Put the
However, it
Put the
won't
motor
move
on
in
it.
its current state,
Put
so
the
we'll
motor
need
on
something
it.
to propel it forward. There's something here. Let's try hitting it. Oh, wind. It's blowing wind.
Yo.
Looks like
I'm
we found a
assuming you
fan.
could get the battery.
Why don't we
like,
try attaching it?
recharge the battery too? Oh yeah, it recharges on its own. Okay. That answered my own question right there. Oh my
We'll attach
god!
another one. This should make the boat well balanced. Okay, there it
This is way too much. This is gonna, like, I'm not gonna do anything in this game. I'm literally, yeah, it's
Attached.
like Gary's mod starring Link.
All
That's
right, let's
it's
try
like
moving the
Rust.
boat.
You just
Hey,
smack
it's
it.
moving. It's sailing pretty fast with the wind from the fans. Since we added 2 fans, we should be able to cross the river in no time.
Yo,
All right, we reached the other side. In the most recent trailer, we showed scenes of Link riding a large car and a flying machine. Those vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own. There are all sorts of objects you'll come across in this game.
This is so
And
silly.
depending on how you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try crafting different things and explore this world at your leisure.
Yo! What is
There are
this
even
business?
more new abilities. Take this building over here.
All right, what's this building
Okay,
over here?
watch
is
this.
cool.
Look, I passed right through the ceiling.
Wait, that seems a little too much. Okay, okay. Hold up. You can just like go through walls too? That seems okay. I mean, that seems like they're just like, yeah, you know, you're gonna figure out how to go through walls anyway. So like,
This new ability is called Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through
you can just
to the
go
floor above
through
you.
the fucking ceiling.
There are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere. For example, this place has a cave with a hill right above.
This is my thing. Is like, how are they even gonna stop us from doing anything?
Above it. If we use the ability here,
No. Oh, I'm definitely not fast traveling, chat.
come on,
No chance.
keep going.
I'm not fast traveling at all. There's no
Okay,
reason to fast travel.
we emerged at the top of the hill. In the previous game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain. But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling,
Stuck in a cage.
you know what to do,
Oh,
right?
Yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
Why would you be stuck in a cage ever? You're
Oh,
never gonna be
there's
stuck
another
in a cage.
construct.
We're gonna be
It
stuck
seems to be
anywhere.
holding a strange weapon.
How are they gonna design around this game? That's what I don't get. Like, how do you design around this? They're like, you could use stamina before. You don't even need to use stamina.
Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit differently from the previous game.
Okay.
Ah,
fused
it
weapon?
blew me away with wind.
That was dope.
Looks like it's got some sort of fan. Ah!
Oh, you just
I got pushed off!
Oh.
Oh well, let's just return to the surface. You can quickly descend from the sky to the surface like this.
I'm gonna
It
do
feels so
this
good.
often.
In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land. You can also search for destinations that pique your interest. Once you've chosen your destination, you can speed things up, like this. Let's dive into this river. And we're back on the surface.
Okay, I feel like he would have died right there, just for the record.
There are still so many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now. What did you think? Some of Link's new abilities were updated from the previous game. I'm sure some of you watching me play were thinking, wait, if you could do that, then maybe you could do this too.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible. There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it.
This is so good.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
Alright, what else do they got for me? It looks so good. Yeah. We just want to go, we should go. Okay. Alright. Done. Better tomorrow is almost over. want this Switch? Why do I want this? I know, I'm such a sucker. I've already got a OLED. Like, I don't need it. I absolutely don't need it at all, but I do want it. It's a sexy Switch. The Pro Controller's hot too. All right, let's go back. No. Let's go back. All right.
Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears.
Let's have the full epic breakdown right here of this final gameplay of Tears of the
Kingdom is now complete.
You'll take the old Switch off my hands.
Thank you very much for
I
waiting.
give the old one away. Well, I have the.
Many of you are looking forward to this game,
going on right now,
and we've released a few trailers so far. Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like. Okay?
Okay.
Let's begin.
Let's begin.
Here we
All right. So right off the bat, I do want to point out, because like this is one of the first areas you do go to in Breath of the Wild. So I kind of am assuming this is going to be one of the first areas we go to here in Tears of the Kingdom as well. Like, I don't think they're showing us like a mid-tier area. I'm very quiet. I'm very quiet in comparison to the YouTube video. Oh, wait. Okay. The video volume's louder. Okay, let me turn it down a little. Just a little too quiet for me. I mean, I can turn myself up just a little bit. 4 hearts, no stamina. Well, yeah, you don't see this. I didn't see the stamina meter pop up. Look, okay, he's coming by right now. Yeah. Just let me. Oh, wait. Hold. Do I need to show you where it's at? Or I guess I can just get off and like take a break when he gets here. Let me know when he gets here. Yeah. Sorry, I have an electrician coming up. It did come up earlier. Okay, so we still have like the HUD kind of looks the same, more or less, except up here is a little different. We have the 4 hearts. I do like that they kind of use the 2D hearts in this. We have coordinates for verticality too. Oh, yeah, you're right. We do have verticality coordinates. That makes sense that we would have verticality coordinates. Yeah, I don't look at coordinates, so, you know, it ain't gonna help me much. Yeah. Did anyone else play Breath of the Wild with the HUD off? Dude, no HUD's like the way to play video games.
are.
All right. Oh, whoa. I want to go frame by frame here. We're going to go frame by frame. All right, Link's arm is already possessed. And it looks like it's like, so I'm just going to throw out the possibility that it's leaking through him slowly. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. Leaking through him. Like that might be part of the story, like it's taking over, you know? He's also rocking a hot skirt. Well, I mean, would you not rock a hot skirt? I know, I kind of want to get that tattoo. One thing I'll say is this game's not going to suck. This game's definitely not going to fucking suck. This is going to be a good fucking game. His hair is epic. The hair's bouncing. Like, right off the bat, I wouldn't say, like, it looks particularly better than Breath of the Wild, but I feel like it looks smoother.
Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Like, just, yeah, look at his hair bouncing.
Course,
look at the
it's not
pores.
just the same world as is.
Like, it does look smoother, you know what I mean? Yeah, it looks significantly smoother. He let himself go a little. I mean, I think he's probably a little bit older, right? I mean, we don't know how many years this takes place after. You don't recognize the bow? Well, I don't think that shield was in Breath of the Wild either. I mean, honestly, I hope I don't see any fucking items besides that goddamn stick.
Changed in many ways.
I mean, right here, this is all like all this little Construction is kind of new. Little construction. Whatever these things are back here. I'm assuming this is where you get your maps again. Like, but they're different, you know?
If we talk about all of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so we hope.
There's like gold over here, which I do think is significant. You know, this is definitely catching your eye. Like, it does. Are the Boblins kind of dead? Is it all just these? Is this that same enemy? I can't really tell because it's blurry, but it does kind of look like that same enemy we saw up there. I mean, I know the Boblins aren't dead, but it does look like those are just those same enemies. The constructs? Yeah, it looks like those are constructs right there. I don't know what the constructs are doing with their lives. Why do they exist? What's their purpose? Yeah. A new little settlement up on this mountain. Like, there's a shrine. Isn't there the 2 shrines, like, up back here somewhere? There's a little settlement going on there. A little forest going on up here. Whatever this is right here. I think this is interesting. This might be another piece that fell. Possibly right there. Like, another fallen piece. And that's why it has that, like, green kind of, like, dust over it.
In this game, the vast world of Hyrule.
More horses. Look at that little mini horse, by the way. Definitely want to catch a mini horse. Like, 100% catching a mini horse. Yeah. One of those green egg shrines. Yeah, little Sebastian right there. Lots of birds flying around. I think the birds really give, like, life to the world. I mean, even though we know all those birds are robotic, give a little life to the world. Point out right here. Nice little breakable wall right there. Nice little breakable wall. And then I don't know what this is. I can't tell if that's in the mountain or if that's on top of this rock. This guy over here. It might be related, but yeah, that's definitely a breakable wall right there. It's kind of like, it looks like it's like on the edge of that rock. You get a little bit better look at that tower right there as well. It looks like it has lights flashing out of it. Almost like, correct me if I'm wrong, this tower might, and I mean, just taking a shot in the dark, might relate to the Yiga clan possibly. Like, it's possible they took over all these maps, or all the map areas. Yeah. Maybe a spot to portal up. It could be like a spot to portal up. But just like that little flag right there reminds me of the Yiga clan. So, possibly. This looks like another breakable wall. But yeah, what is this? Like these little egg shrines? I don't know what that is. Yeah. That's very, very interesting. You keeping an eye on the minimap? Yeah, right here you see we have the same stable. And this stable was in Breath of the Wild.
Into the sky.
All right, see, little skyland. Oh, and just pointing out right here, we see this skyland. That's where our eyes are at. This little skyland right here. But if you look, this right here, that's a big sky island right there. That's a big, 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 high up bad boy being covered by the clouds strategically. That one is legit. What's going on, DJ? Dude, I've been like offline for last 2 weeks. The weapon fusing feature is sick. Yeah, I'm super hyped about all this. Yeah, I'm super, super duper hyped about all this. Yes. Chat, sorry, I have a electrician coming here, so I need to explain to him what I want to get done. Yes. Real quick. Can you guys give me like 5 minutes? I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I'm not getting off. I'll be right back. I'm just pausing it right here. I am so sorry. Yes, I'll play the video on loop. We'll come back. We're at 119. Yes. I'll be right back.
You'll notice
play the
some
video
land masses floating up there.
I'll play the video on loop. I'll
We
be right
call
back.
them Sky Islands. You're probably wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up? If we take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky. Do you see it? I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it. We're almost at the spot where the object fell. Here it is. Okay, let's use one of Link's new abilities. If you do this on the rock that just fell... Look, it started rising. This power is known as Recall, which rewinds an object's movement. Since I just used Recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands. Let's use the paraglider to reach one of them. There are a few other Sky Islands floating here too. I made it. There are lots of ways to reach the Sky Islands, so we hope you'll try a few different methods. Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island. Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures. Some trees are also growing here. You won't see many of those yellow trees on the surface, though. Let's walk around for a bit. There's a branch on the ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later. Let's continue. Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up. Ah, the branch broke. Not good, not good. Quick, get another branch and... we defeated it. Moving on. We've now explored more of this Sky Island. As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer. This is called Fuse. You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon. We're dealing with two of them at once. Oh, we beat one. The weapon's attack has definitely improved. The other branch broke, but this weapon has much better durability. You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse ability. You can fuse two weapons, for example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork, we can create a weapon with a much longer attack range. With this, we don't have to get too close to enemies, and we can safely attack from a distance. You can also fuse arrows with materials in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow. Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze faraway enemies. Very useful. In addition, let's see. Ah, there's a bird flying around. If you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult. Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so my shots rarely land. So, at times like these, here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters. Fuse it to an arrow and... look, it homed in on the target. Let's try this on another bird. I'll just fire in that general direction. It's very simple. Depending on what you stick together, the fuse ability could also be beneficial for hunting. I fused a mushroom to my shield. Now, you're probably wondering if this has any use. Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with this. I blocked with the shield. Okay, there's smoke now. The enemy's lost sight of Link, so... attack! Even if you struggle with combat, you can take down enemies using similar methods. In the previous game, you'd usually get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies. But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate. Some of the Sky Islands even have rivers. We'll want to cross this one, but swimming across it, well, the river's too wide for that. We need a boat. Of course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here. So, we'll lift up this log and attach it to a second log. Let's do one more. We'll bring this over here and attach a third log. It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability called Ultra Hand. Even though the logs are currently attached, they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft. You can always attach things or detach them like this. Now, if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat. However, it won't move in its current state, so we'll need something to propel it forward. There's something here. Let's try hitting it.
Sorry, chat. I apologize.
Oh, wind. It's blowing. Call them Sky Island.
I am sorry, chat. I had two adults right there. I am so sorry. All right. Welcome back. I know.
This game, the vast world of Hyrule,
Hold on, I want to get
reaches
back to
high into the sky.
right here.
You'll notice some landmass.
We notice the big landmass right here. I know adulting is hard. You notice the big landmass right there.
It's floating up there.
That one's huge. Like that one's really big, you know?
We call them
adulting's
Sky
hard.
Islands.
Look at that bird. That's a pretty ass bird. Yo, DJ, thank you so much. Where are the beasts? They might have taken the beasts down, or the beasts might be outside the castle. They might be outside the castle right now. What is the purple pink from the HUD? This is how much noise you're making. So if you want to be stealth, that's how much noise you're making. Yeah.
You're probably wondering something.
All
How
right,
do you get to this?
right here. Wasn't there like a big, tall, like platform right here in the original game?
Sky Islands when they're so high up.
And also, what are these? Like, I've seen a bunch of these in the trailers, and then there was one right when he started as well, I believe. And then I saw another one later on in this trailer. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is just like an area where you can build stuff, like a kind of seems like a workshop area. Yeah, or maybe a crafted vehicle parking. Yeah, maybe crafted vehicle parking, workshop area. Yeah, like maybe you can make a vehicle, then like store it. Yeah.
If we take,
I mean, I guess it does definitely look like there's building materials here. I mean, we got a wagon, we've got this, we've got that, blah, blah, blah. Definitely feels like building materials here. Getting closer into this little settlement, whatever this is, like looking at it, it kind of looks like an elephant, honestly, doesn't this? I don't think it's the beast, but doesn't it kind of look like a big giant metal elephant with that gold around it? Like from this angle? Nick, thank you so much for 44 months. It could. It's too small to be the divine beast. Like it's not, I mean, we don't know. I guess I don't know how far away that fucking is. That could be really far away. Yeah. Oh, this is just for fun. Thanks, Zelda Geek 64. Yeah, getting closer to this definitely feels like a crafting station, like just an area where you can come in and craft some shit. Are we really going to be riding horses that much? I feel like I'm definitely just going to be building cars. Kind of looks like a gorilla. I see that. Like, to me, it looks like a... Like, this is like a piece of armor over a big elephant trunk. But, I mean, like, at the same time, maybe not. I don't know. It could just be rocks. Like, that could just be the way the rock formation is. Yo, DJ, thank you again for 20 months. Yeah, this is in the same... is that the same general direction as where the elephant is? I think that... I don't know the map, the Breath of the Wild map well enough to be like, that is the same general direction, but it feels like the same general direction.
Oh, something's falling from the sky.
Oh, something's falling from the sky.
Do you see it? I wonder what that is.
Oh.
Let's head over to it.
There's another crafting station right there, by the way. There's a one right next to it. Looking back here. Hold on. I just want to back it up here because I want to look at everything because our eyes go up here to the sky. There's that big platform I was talking about, by the way, chat. I was talking about from Breath of the Wild. It's still there. Another crafting station.
Let's head over to it.
Looks like a waterfall back here. I thought this was dry in Breath of the Wild. Like, this inlet here was dry, and it totally looks like there's a waterfall back there. Yeah, I wonder if I can set up my steering wheel to play this game. That was a shrine surrounded by water. Yeah, see, you guys would know better than me being. Oh yeah, okay, there is water here because then that's right there. It goes over the water. All right, we have the stamina meter. So the stamina meter's back, although you can just fucking...
We're almost at the
put
spot where
yourself
the object
through
fell.
Luxembourg, thank you for 18 months. Okay. This is something I'm incredibly curious about. And the fact that how long can we rewind? Like, how long do we have to go and rewind something?
Okay, let's use
this recall. I'm very, very, very curious about that. Like, what can we use that for? Could I, like, launch something one way and then recall it and bring it right back to me? You know what I mean? No, but, like, how long do I have to, like, do it in general? Like, you know? Oh, these are fancy boots. Yeah, I like the boots. Keeping the arrows low. It's fancy bow he's got here. Yeah, what items does it work on? Can I throw a bomb and then recall the bomb? Like, I'm very, very curious about this particular
one of Link's new abilities.
I think this ability might end up being the most broken. Do you even have bombs? I have to assume you have bombs, right?
If you do.
But the falling items work different. All the other items are on an actual timer.
On the rock
that would make sense.
Look, it started rising. This power is known as recall, which rewinds an object's movement. Since I just used recall...
This is so cool. Yeah. It looks like it has, like, different spots. Like, this is just how I'm feeling. It looks like you can't recall it, like, anywhere. It looks like you can recall it, like, for at least for these rocks. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, it looks like there's certain points that you're stopping. Just the way it goes up.
Look, it started rising.
Or is Link mobile during this time? Can Link move? That's what I'm very, very curious about. Can Link move?
Look, it started...
Yeah. Okay, we see Bobclin over there. Some up there. Can't really make out what it is. Nice little scenery shot here of an old Breath of the Wild map area. You think like it's just a visual thing for the pathing understanding? Possibly. You might be right. It might just be a visual thing for the pathing. You could be correct. Sorry, I'm just trying to get anything from the map. There's yeah, that's that egg shrine thing. Yeah, you're right. That's that little... Definitely looks shrine-y. Thank you! Thank you. Oh, no, I'm so hyped, Moni. The numbers along the bottom of the mini map, it's coordinates. Coordinates. Left, right, and height. This definitely, whatever this is, I want to go to there. Whatever this house, home, shindig, whatever that is. Also back here, it looks like a lot of civilization. They didn't show us that. It looks like a lot of civilization going on back there. Yeah, fake shrine. No, I don't think that's the blue X on the mid. Yeah, it might be. Can't really tell.
Give me the quote within 2 days. Looking out about 2 weeks.
Okay, probably won't go to May. Probably just go to May then, I'd imagine, unless we can do it.
If you don't want to do it during subathon?
I don't know. I have no idea how much we'll have to take down or have to stop. So, we'll talk. But we'll just talk about that when he gives us a quote.
Oh, because you can't have it go off.
I can't have the subathon go off.
Yeah, so probably just don't book till May.
But I can figure out a way to stream.
Maybe a mobile one.
Yeah, do like something mobile. Like
Downstairs.
we're going mobile. We're going mobile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could figure. We might be able to figure some out. We'll figure some out once he gives us a quote.
Okay.
Cool. Think about putting in that trampoline? No, we're putting in more power to my room. I'm basically like taking a couple plugs and we're changing what power, like we're adding its own like power, like fuse box to that one. So I can split things. Yeah. I need more power. What up, Space Cadet? You'd like to see me go mobile? We're going mobile. Actually, I'm going to try and see if I can live stream Hood Slam. I'm going to see if they'll let me live stream Hood Slam. Okay, let's go back here, during my, during the subathon. Because they have a Hood Slam that's really close to me. And I would like to go to there. Bright blue and yellow, thank you for 13 months. All right, so nothing really exciting on this come up. We've got a little shelter over here. Just a little small thing over here. We've got an island back there. That looks like a cool island. I don't know what this little shelter is. It probably has the biggest secret in the fucking game, or a goddamn Korok. Little rock formation up there. Like, I'm trying to get some hints from the map. Definitely going to be a lot of shit in the sky. I feel like there's a strong possibility for some pretty distant hidden islands in this game. And I'll also say that it seems like you can go really, really, really vertical. Like super vertical. You know? Do I ever think, man, that username is stupid when I read people's comments? Yes, but I also think, man, that username is great too for a lot of people. So it evens out. Yeah. Mostly I don't like when people have weirdly spelled usernames and they get mad at me for not realizing it's some sort of compound sentence. I'm very curious if Link can move during this recall, because he's just standing stoically. So like I wonder if he could just jump off at any point in time.
We're a lot closer to this.
Big island over
islands.
there.
Let's use the paraglider.
It looks
To
like it
reach
also,
one of
does it stop? When you recall it, does it stop right there? It looked like it just stops. Yeah. Oh God, I wish there was a hook shot in this.
There are a few other sky islands floating here too.
Okay, now here's one problem I might have with this game right now. And they don't show it off, but like, right? It feels like there should be some sort of puzzle to get inside of here. Where, I mean, you just go underneath it and you just like shove Link's butt up it, right? And then you just... I saw there was a stop button, but it ran out of juice and it looked like it just froze. Yeah. What would you call the Sky Islands?
There are lots of ways.
Sky Islands. Skillins. All right. Now, this is a great shot right here. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shot. And that we have a gigantic dragon. So the dragons haven't gone away. They don't seem to be any sort of problem. Yeah. Sky Islands. Yeah, a gigantic dragon. Doesn't seem like, just this little shot looking out, though, doesn't seem like there's a bajillion Sky Islands in this direction. We've got some tower on... Man, I mean, that doesn't look like it's too much of a Doom Mountain. Is that a different mountain? We've got a bunch of Calamity going on right here. There's big red Calamity happening over there. Fog in different spots, the clouds, just beautiful look. You can see we got this green. It kind of looks like our green goo combined with whatever this gold shit is that's up on the islands all the time. Yeah. Mount Lernario. That's Mount Lernario. You're right. I like legitimately, I am notoriously bad with names of locations in my own town. I'm horribly bad with names of locations in video games. Listen, you guys don't come to me for proper names and locations, okay?
Reach the Sky Islands, so we...
Another view of that tower down there that had the, like, spotlights. That's interesting. We've got this very beautifully coned shape bottom of a Sky Island here. That dragon's fucking huge, by the way. This dragon seems bigger than the dragon in the first game, but I could be wrong. That dragon seems fucking huge. You don't see... I mean, just going back to the beast, I don't see the bird flying around everywhere or anywhere. It's kind of incredible how much distance you can see in this fucking game. Just really, really, really impressive. This is an interesting island right here. I would call this like, I don't know, like Beijing Island because of the smoke. You know what I mean? Like all the pollution right there. Do they lead the world in it, right? It's an island in a cloud. Yeah, but it's like a dirty cloud. It's like Toxic Island. Yeah, it's Coughing Island. Yeah, it's Coughing Island. The Thunderdome. I'm assuming there's a storm going on there. Yeah. Your girlfriend says that dragon looks too big. Good. Tell her thank you. Looks to be night there, though. Well, I'm assuming it's just night because of this cloud of smoke. Snoop Dogg Island over there. We've got a little bunch of mini islands going on. Another big, giant kind of island here. Not a lot of, like, new civilization, I would say. Though, like, just looking at the map, there's not a ton of new civilization. Ooh. Hey, and then we just warp to a bigger island. This island looks fucking sick. Look at that one in the distance right there. That big one in the distance right there. Look at this giant vertical. Well, that's a penis. That's... Anyway. We also got one right here. This looks like one of those egg shrines we saw on the ground earlier. Yeah. Where do the islands come from? That's a really good question. Oh, you got this little... Yeah, you got Round Boy over here. You got Round Boy. Oh, dude, he's got a serious mullet. I hope we can fix his hair. Yeah, because I don't know if I want to rock that particular hairstyle throughout the entire game. Change of clothes. We get a little bit of change of clothes here, too. For the record. We get this orange goo, dust, mud. I don't know. We've got some Calamity. Massive amounts of Calamity over here on Death Mountain.
Slightly bigger Sky Island.
It is a slightly bigger Sky Island. Thank you so much.
Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures.
Why are the structures man-made? This is... It's like some sort of half arena type situation.
Some trees are also growing here. You won't see many of those yellow trees on the surface, though.
You won't see many of those yellow trees on the surface. That seems ominous. Look at a big giant cube island right there.
Let's walk around for a bit.
It's kind of crazy the distance you can see even down. Like, look, you can get a little glimpse of whatever the fuck that is down there. It's just very, 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 very impressive. This game's very pretty. All right. I like that. I like that he busted out the glider for that, because all of us would
There's
have
a
done
branch
that.
on the ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up.
We got new mushrooms. Now, I want to kind of like... Maybe we can get some glimpses of who is responsible for this. These islands in general. I'm assuming it's these...
Let's continue.
What do they call them?
Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct.
Construct. I'm assuming all of this is built by whatever's building the constructs, but it looks like it's just your goo. Like your goo just come to life, right? Like that's what it looks like. The same goo you're using to build stuff is building these fuckers. Yeah.
Construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up.
Really, you have a sick bow. You can't use something better than
the branch broke.
And everyone, and a lot of Zelda fans collectively win. Ah, shit. Things are going to break again.
Not good, not good. Quit.
I like that he said not good, not good. What a content creator move. They have a very distinct eye. You think I do agree with that. You think the Yiga clan took over the moon? The eye reminds you of the stones from OOT. Yes, it also reminds you of like the Sheikah Slate in general. I mean, I'd imagine we might get a lot more information about like how the Sheikah Slate came to be. Also, I don't care about story in Zelda so much, so whatever. Does it have puzzles? That's all I give a fuck about. Well, I haven't seen a Guardian, like a live Guardian, but I have to think that whatever is like if we're having these kind of like constructed enemies here, which makes constructed constructs, that makes a lot of sense when I put it that way. If we're having these, then I have to think that like there's going to be a large variety of enemies and bosses that look like that. You know what I mean? Like you might have a Guardian, like someone like might take over a Guardian and become a Guardian with this. Yes. Yeah.
And we defeated it.
Good job. All right, we got apples over here. We've got other man-made object over here. Tetris pieces all along here that are just kind of like, little nice Tetris paths. Wait, hold on. Let's back that up. Soldier construct horn. He gets a soldier construct horn. What else does he get? What's this other thing called? A Zoni charge. I have to feel like the Zoni charge is going to be like a battery of some sort. I hope the horn is literally a horn. Yes.
Moving on.
I hope the horn is literally just a horn. Why don't you pick up whatever that is? Oh, is that just a bitter branch? Zoni charge and a soldier construct horn. Fuse the horn with the horse, make a unicorn. I like the way you think. Some mushrooms over here.
Explored
you can definitely
more of this
pick
sky
up.
island. As expected, fighting with just a branch won't.
See, now this, I'm just going to say, this is a big rock, okay? I just want to point out, this is a very big rock. Another little egg shrine right here that has this like little like stairways around each of them. That's interesting. This looks like a cool area to explore over there, but I mean, you can't really glean anything from it. Just looks like constructed. A lot of yellow everywhere, except for little flowers right there. More man-made bricks over here. Island back there.
Get us very far. Also,
okay, now here's where shit changes right here. So I'm assuming the way they show this is that we can only fuse two things
Branch is
together.
almost broken. So here's another one of Link.
There's a big island right there. Just casting a shadow. This tree would not be growing like that.
Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here
More island, more island.
and do this, look,
You'll notice that it says like +2 and then how much. I kind of like that. It gives you your like exact hit points, like how much it goes up. That's kind of fucking sick, honestly. Are the islands stationary in the sky? Feels like it, but don't know. Yeah, feels like it, but I don't know. Link doesn't talk. I don't want. Why would Link ever talk? I don't want Link to talk. What is he gonna say? Excuse me, princess? No thanks.
we can stick them together.
Yeah, we can.
We created a makeshift hammer.
Okay. There's so many things wrong with this, but I love it. Like, the branch couldn't hold that rock. The rock's way smaller now. There's no way Link's rocking it one arm. Well, I guess this fake arm might be able to do it. But, like, everything about fusing a branch to a giant rock and then beating the shit out of people with it is amazing. Like, I love everything about this magic goo. Yeah. The rock's only smaller because it got cold outside. Like, I love everything about
This
this
is called
magic goo
fuse.
thing. Fuse. Beautiful little water area right there, by the way.
You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fuse.
This construct's got red eye. I don't know if that
Weapon.
construct's rock. Oh, yeah, he is as well. They're both rocking the red eye. Okay. Nothing, just kind of a big island. Another big island up there.
With two of them
Enemies
at once.
reacting kind of normal. This enemy looks like he's got something fused together too. Like he's got two sticks together, you know? And also just something that we should point out. This has to be a really early area if we're fighting with sticks and rocks, right? Like all the enemies we're fighting also have sticks. This has to be like a super, super early area we're looking at. Yeah. 4 hearts. No stamina upgrades. Like, we're looking at a really, really, really early area. Yeah. This might be the tutorial area. Yeah, like, you might just be like, hey, you have all these powers right away. Cool little turnaround. I like this little, like, look at this move. Yeah, let's give Link some love on the move here. All right. Hits him with the backhand. Hits him with the backhand. Comes in with the overhand and then follows through with the full spin. Pop. One-handed. Doesn't give a fuck.
We beat one.
We did beat
The weapon's attack has definitely improved.
Same combo. Same combo. Would have liked to see a different combo, just randomly, more animations, but it's fine. It's fine. Stairs leading up to giant building, apples on the trees. Worth pointing out. Just, you know, looks like there's going to be a lot of shit that we
The
can
other
just
branch broke,
collect,
but this
which is probably going to be worthwhile since, you know, we can fuse it with everything. I'm hoping there might be like shortcuts for like favorite fuses. Just because it feels like we're going to be doing it a lot, so it might be nice to have maybe like shortcuts for some of your favorite things.
weapon has much better durability.
That might be a problem at some point. Like you're just like, I'm annoyed by fusing things together.
You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with
Long
the fuse.
stick, zony
ability.
charge, another horn.
You can fuse two.
Seems pretty easy to execute. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. More the arrow one. Like, I would, like, you know, like, if I have to do that with arrows every time, that could be annoying. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to just shoot a bunch of homing arrows, I'd like to just shoot a bunch of homing arrows. But I guess you might be able to fuse, like, more in the thing, yeah. It gets better, yeah. The weapons
For
one's not
example.
bad. Like, the weapons one,
If
like,
we
this
take
is
this
easy,
long
but...
stick and fuse it with a pitchfork, we can
Something I didn't notice earlier. Ooh, +4. That gives you +4 putting a pitchfork. I guess you have a stick. I like this right here. So do you want to fuse it to the shield or do you want to fuse it to your weapon? Like, that's really cool right there. You know, it's not very easy to choose. Just pointing out the egg shapes again right here. I don't know who these egg people are. They seem important. Yeah, that's not going to be bad.
We can create a weapon with
I'm more
a
worried
much
about the
longer attack
arrows
range.
and like if what other stuff are we crafting that they didn't show? You know?
With this, we don't have to get too close to enemies, and we
Looks like there's like a legit, you can kind of see it right here. It looks like there's kind of a legit castle up there. Right in between this tree. Can't really get a better look at it, but you see 1, 2, 3, 4 islands over here. A Borg cube? Are you guys saying Borg's like the things you used to drink out of? His spear's gonna get caught up in this branch. It's so comically long. I kind of love that. It does look, it feels like that's like some sort of building up there that you're looking at.
safely attack from a distance.
That attack's outrageous.
You can also fuse arrows with materials.
Okay, now this is like, I want to fuse like 9 arrows at one time. The boomerang plus boulder. Oh, God. Can you fuse to a horse? I don't know. That'd be sick. Can you keep fusing? It seemed like you can only fuse one thing on at a time.
For instance, try fusing this leaf.
Do they show what the leaf actually does when you fire it? This kind of annoys me because I want to see what the leaf actually does when you fire it. But it seems like you can attach any of those old materials to it.
To an arrow.
What is that going to do? Is it going to make the arrow just like fly really softly? Yeah. It blocks your view. It would be nice if some of them just like completely backfire. It gave the bow +1. It did give the bow +1. You're right. I don't get how this would work.
Fuse an ice element.
Dude, fuse the meat. Fuse the meat!
Material.
What do you think the bat would do? Yeah, I would agree. This looks like the horns definitely look like ancient arrows. Like if you do that. What's this fucker over here? Do you guys see this fucker right there? What's that guy?
To an arrow and...
It doesn't, just going back to this UI, it doesn't look like it's like, it has like a create a lot option.
You can freeze faraway enemies.
I love this. God, it's going to be so worth it to kill every choo-choo, everything now.
Very useful.
That is very useful. I concur. What do we got? Island up there.
Let's see.
A lot of these islands have these points, but not all of them. I feel like these ones are more important islands. You see? Like it looks like someone lives up there. That's definitely a house of some sort. This island's huge, man.
Ah, there's a bird.
Look at how far up that one is. Like that one's considerably much farther up than the one we're at. You got to go super vertical for that. We got a little settlement right there. Yeah. I know there's so many. I was just about to say, like, they took all of those useless items that we were collecting in the first game that just took up space, and now they have so much value.
If you're out hunting, you might...
Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's just a tree. I thought we might have signed something. But here, I just like to point out a different dragon. This looks like a different dragon. Very, very long, a little bit skinnier. Pointier nose, you know. Dragon right there. Yeah. Well, the bird, if once it makes it up, then this is its new land, so it's easy to fly. I don't really know what that is, but a little egg thing. Yeah, that dragon's up super high. That dragon's up super high.
Feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Another island with a little island floating down there. Got that big giant island. Okay, these two birds. Dragon's still there.
Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so
The dragon's
my
moving slow,
shots
though.
rarely
Like,
land.
look at this dragon. He's moving slow. He's just kind of
So,
like
at times
swimming.
like
What is he
these-
doing? Wait, dragon, what are you doing here, dragon? What are you doing? He's just kind of like, hey, he's just kind of like slowly swimming. What is he doing? Is he stuck? Yeah. He's
So,
like stuck, this poor dragon.
Times like these,
Yeah, he's like Emily Willis in the laundry room.
here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters. Fuse it to an arrow and...
Okay. This is just OP. Like, this is so cool. Which means, and the fact that they showed this means this is probably like the least cool one they have. Okay, wait, hold on. I wanna back up a little bit here. Look at Link's arm. Now this is actually
to an
interesting.
arrow and...
So Link's arm is glowing now. You see how Link's arm is glowing? So I think, like, it's definitely, like, we're gooing out of our own arm here. Like, it wasn't glowing before, and then we fuse it, and now it's glowing. Yeah. It's a Sheikah arm. We officially have a Sheikah arm no longer. And then it goes back to gray. Yeah, we officially have a Sheikah arm. That's what it is. And damn, just murder that bird. Gone. Gone. That bird just poof. It's bird meat now. It is like a Luke Skywalker situation, yes.
Let's try this on another bird.
I'm just gonna shoot it in the general direction. This island's huge back here, and it's got some sort of man-made structure here. Another island that just seems obnoxiously high.
I'll just fire in that general direction.
That general direction. This thing's got wicked range, man. Wicked range. Possible. Right here, there's a possible chest sitting up there. Different biome. That's snow over
It's
there.
very simple.
It's worth noting.
Depending on what you stick together, the fusibility could also be beneficial for hunting.
Anything that just bricks here. All right, now let's back up. Again. Just a massive system of islands right here. Massive system of islands. All right, now this looks like some sort of kind of man-made construct fence, you know? And this kind of like resembles like a natural shrine. Not saying it is a shrine, but it does resemble like what a natural shrine would look like. You know? Looks similar to Breath of the Wild. It's a sequel to Breath of the Wild. So, yeah. GrandPooBear World 3 looks similar to GrandPooBear World 2. God. I mean, this is a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild, so I mean, I think it's relatively fair.
I fused a mushroom to my shield.
You fused a mushroom to your shield. Here's a big bridge over here. Boat. Empty boat. I don't know. That looks like... I can't really tell what that is. These little rods coming out of the water there.
Now, you're probably wondering if this has any use.
This is just a pretty shot. The draw distance on this game is incredible. Link's got some pectoral muscles going on. Fucking shaves his pits. Like he's looking stacked, man. Yeah, looking stacked. I don't know. Like, how is this the same piece of hardware that couldn't run Pokemon? You know what I mean? Why is this more impressive than any PlayStation 5 game? It's like so weird, man. I don't know. Nintendo, like what they did with the two Breath of the Wild, the two Zelda games in Odyssey. Like my wife just has been playing through Odyssey with my kid, and it's just I'm just watching her play, and it's so goddamn good. And my wife can't jump off her hat. She doesn't like know how to do any of the things. And somehow the game is just getting her around all of those things. And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, wow, I didn't even know you could get up there that way. Like blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's so good. I'm just like, why is that game so much better than anything everyone can make, man? It's like, it annoys me almost. Yeah. I think what they do with they're actually all backgrounds. I think they're like backgrounds, but they just have like a million different backgrounds.
Well, this mushroom is actually
And then
a puff.
the seamless loading here. Definitely have some building materials right here. Another big bridge over there. Yeah, I think that's what they do though. Like this is like some of the background is actually like painted on, you know what I mean? But then the seamless loading like goes in, yeah. I also think that's part of why they have a lot of empty space in Breath of the Wild in this game. But you can see, like, when you're moving really fast, you can see when they do that load. Like, when you're moving really fast, like, speedrunners can... You'll see, like, when they're doing it. Some sort of evil lair up here in the corner. I just want to point out, it's kind of hard to see, but it's there.
Let's fight an enemy with this.
Okay, a little weapon that you could pick up right there.
I blocked with the shield.
Love this.
Okay, there's smoke now.
Love this. I mean, you're always going to be having something, like you're literally going to be fusing something all the time. Like you're just going to see something new and you're like, I'm going to fuse that to my sword. I'm going to fuse that to my shield. Oh, new this, fuse it to my sword, fuse it to my shield. Oh, new this, you know what I mean? And I'm also curious to see if like different shields react with different items in different ways. They're different, like clearly the different weapons are going to act with different items in different ways, but are the different shields going to react to different items in different ways? The speedrun's going to be wild because it's going to be so much like, yeah, like what can you build and how fast can you build it? Maybe, I mean, we don't know. It might end up being just like, you know, some other random glitch that we don't know about yet, but yeah. I actually understand the disappointment of like being like, oh, they kept the same base world, but I kind of like that. I don't really hate that at all. For a couple reasons. One, the original base world is so big. The only person I know who's seen every inch of it is Xwater. He's the only one. I don't think any one of us have seen every inch of that original base world. Two, I think there's a lot of value of giving you the familiarity but changing things in that way. And it's been 6-7 years since we've gone back to that world. But three, being on these islands feels like there's it does feel like there's a whole nother map on top of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It feels like there's a large amount of shit to explore on these islands. Like it feels like they're very, very large. Has Zelda ever had direct sequels? The direct sequels in the Zelda series are Zelda 2, Link's Awakening. Those are both sequels to Zelda 1. Technically, A Link Between Worlds is a sequel to Link to the Past, technically. There is the DS games are all sequels. Majora's Mask is a direct sequel. The DS games are all sequel, like the pirate ones and blah, blah, blah. Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, if you count those, I guess would be sequel. One of them is a sequel to each other. The Four Swords games are technically all sequels. Yes. I don't think the CDI games count. So it happens. It happens. Not as often, not too often, but it does happen. You know.
The enemies lost sight of Link, so attack.
Minish Cap's not a sequel, no. Link's Awakening is after... No, Link's Awakening is after the original Zelda. I'm pretty sure. Is it after Link to the Past? It might be after Link to the Past. You might be right. But I thought it was after the original
Even
Zelda.
if you struggle with combat, you can take down enemies using similar
You might be
methods.
right.
In the previous
Yeah, like, but just, like, look at how gigantic this island is. Like, the more I'm seeing of these islands, like, now that we've actually, like, spent time up here, these islands are fucking huge. And I think they're going to have more than enough new map for me to explore. Personally. Yeah. The numbers on the map, you know, like vertical, horizontal, up, down. Yeah. There could be stuff under the islands. Yeah, I mean, we have the ability to climb and float. You're right. I mean, like, inside the islands, there's tons of options here. I mean, look at just this shit floating down here. Like, all this. This is a lot of space. I think that is going to... I don't think you're going to be disappointed in that. Does that make sense? Yeah, the numbers on the map are things I'm going to ignore. Yeah. You forget the timelines of the Zelda games? That's because Zelda games were never meant to have a timeline. They were always meant to just be new people telling you a new story about the same people. Kind of like how, you know, people used to tell stories about Paul Bunyan or Hercules or shit like that back in the day. And they're all like kind of the same, but also a little bit different. That's what The Legend of Zelda is. At some point, Nintendo felt like, because of a Prima guide for some reason, that they should make it officially canon. And you know what they did? They made a split timeline, which kind of shows you how they didn't really think that one through, did they? Because nobody would make a split fucking timeline. That's fucking ridiculous. Anyway.
game, you
Okay. Yeah, this island looks huge. I don't think we're going to have like a lack
usually
of stuff to
get
explore.
powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies.
This log, how small they make this log right away, it kind of annoys me though.
But in this game, fusing even the weakest
That was a much bigger log than that. Yeah. Much, much bigger.
something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are
Okay, I was kind of hoping... Oh, wait, whoa. Actually, hold up. Is this means this would replace it? Or, like, so right here, you're looking at the Y log club. Is that adding on? You can fuse X3? Can you fuse more? Based off initial gameplay, do you feel like this is $70 value? If you can't find $70 out of this game, I'm really not sure what game you're going to find $70 out of. But $70 is different to a lot of people, okay? For me, yeah, absolutely. I think all video games, though, should be like $200 at this point. I've been paying $70 since 1985. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you want me to say? That for you? Maybe not. That's up to you. I can't give you that. I'm fucking hyped. Yeah, I'm fucking stupid fucking hyped right now for this. If you're not, that's on you. I don't know what to tell you. Like, for anyone that's watched this 10-minute gameplay to me and is like, oh, I'm seeing all areas I've ever seen before. We've been on islands the whole time. I haven't seen any of these goddamn areas before. This is all new to me. Yeah. Does fuse reset durability? It seemed like a reset durability based on that one that they showed earlier. But this does seem like you can multi-fuse here. Which if you can 3x fuse things, have 3 different weapons, like I can fuse a sword, a rock, and this whatever the fuck that fucker is. Although I will say this is different color, which makes me think like I can't fuse this to my weapon. Right? That's a sail? I know, but it's blue, not green, which makes me feel like I can't fuse it to my weapon. Why couldn't I fuse a sail to a weapon? Why not? I don't know. But, oh, wait, no, actually, I take it back. We could definitely fuse this sail to the weapon because this is blue and this is blue. That just means I haven't picked them yet. Yeah, they're all blue. No, we could definitely fuse this sail to that log club. Okay, well, that's exciting.
even more gameplay options for sticking things together.
Now you have a rock shield.
Let me demonstrate.
Now you have a rock shield. There's green around the log. The log will get replaced. I saw that, but I just felt like it was because... But here's the thing. Look, and this is my logic. It says wooden stick right here. And then it went, so your wooden stick. It says wooden stick, but then it says log. Like when he goes to defuse it the second time. Yeah, watch when he goes to fuse it the second time. It doesn't say wooden stick. It doesn't say connect to the wooden stick again. It says, yeah, log on a stick is a hilarious weapon. It is a really good weapon. Yeah, see, the second time he goes to fuse, though, see, it says log club this time, which makes me feel like that green is just to signify it's fused. I don't know. We'll see. They don't show them 3Xing, but I really hope we can 3X. Yeah, I really hope we can 3X fuse things together. Yeah, it doesn't really show whether it replaces or add-on, sadly. This to me feels like this is showing like this is already an add-on and then you can add on again, but maybe I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's a good question. Will this replace the log club or will it add on to the log club? We just don't know, but I think we're going to. Your open subathon lasts until this game so I can play 15 hours a day. Listen, my subathon is not going to make me play this game more or less. I am going to stream this game. We're probably going to play about 120 hours of this game in the first 10 days. Yes. I am stupid hyped. I cried at the end of Breath of the Wild because I didn't want it to end. I am so hyped for this. Yeah.
There are even more gameplay options
Like a bitch.
for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate.
Can we attach an anchor to an arrow? Maybe. Okay. Looks like we got a little roller coaster over here. This, whatever island he's on, looks obnoxiously large, by the way. Just obnoxiously large. Got a little roller coaster here that looks like a giant door over there. Right there, that is very much a construct-like thing. I don't know. Piece of architecture. Got some ice up there. We'll notice he's using different than the fuse. This isn't the fuse. Yeah, that looks like a rail track, like a little roller coaster tycoon situation.
Some of the Sky
Yeah.
Islands
It's called
even
Tears
have
of the
rivers.
Kingdom because I cried at the end of Breath of the Wild. Yeah. Like a bitch. Nothing really to see in those islands up there. Just another bigger island up here, like a little more construct kind of like bottoms
Across
to the island. This construct fencing, which somehow keeps this water in, I guess.
This one, but
make much
swimming
sense to me, but
across
whatever.
it, well, the river's too wide for that. We need a boat. Of course, there is.
Do you need a boat? Did you really need a boat? Back here, we got something with these 3 green glowy eyes. That's kind of interesting to me.
Anything that resembles a boat around.
Nice big waterfall. I hope there's something back there. Looked like there's a construct right here, but it's not attacking you? Here on the right side. That's kind of interesting. Oh, you need the boat for the implication? There's a shrine in the minimap. We've got a battery right there, the minimap too. That battery might be like something you built earlier and left. Is that caves? Yeah, you got a shrine, but then look at these caves here in the minimap. It looks like little caves with a check mark. You know, the little check mark on the caves, it makes me feel like you solved it. And just for the record, that check mark is right there. Like this one is right there. That's a good call. Also, you can see elevation on the mini map. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Like the brighter you can definitely see like up down. I kind of feel like. You hope there isn't shrines? I mean, that looks like a shrine right there. Yeah. Do they remove any abilities? I haven't seen any of the old abilities. Think there will be a build limit on the size contraption you can make? I don't know. You might be able to keep making your vehicle bigger and bigger and bigger, yes. I'm not sure. Well, I hope there's more traditional dungeons. I think everyone really hopes more traditional dungeons, yeah, exist. But yeah, I haven't seen any of the old things. There might be a weight limit. I mean, there probably is like some sort of physics restrictions on building. But I have to imagine if you had like enough power or enough this, enough that, you know, if you have enough fans, you could build a big, giant fucking plane, right? I don't know.
Here. So, we'll
Okay, there's some barrels back there too, which I
lift up
feel like
this
he could
log.
have used. Okay, of note, it looks like everything orange here is craftable. Look, all these orange items are the craftable ones. Look back here. Look at those. Look at all that. Look at all that. Look at all that craftable shit back there. We didn't even know what that thing was. What is this thing? It's just big giant fucking metal pieces of whatever. Right? And that looks all craftable. This orange shit, the barrels, these logs, boom, boom, boom. All that's craftable. We can craft all that into some sort of... What I'm wondering is, can we put like weaponry on our
and attach it
our boats and ships? Yeah, what the fuck is this?
to a second log.
Dude, this is wild. Yeah, there's a different... The hand is for like cars and ships, and the sword ability is for your weapons. Yeah, they're two different fuses. Two different types of fusing. Yeah. Well, Link might have lost his Sheikah Slate, chat. And then it just fuses together.
Let's do one more.
Look at that. Whatever, that big giant box. We can fuse this big giant box. These rocks, rock there.
We'll bring this over
All
here
that.
and attach a third log.
I like how it
It's
just
a makeshift
works.
raft. This is another new ability called Ultra Hand. Even though the logs are currently attached, they can be detached.
Okay, it looks
Ultra Hand. Even though
looks
the
like
logs
there's just
are
a button
currently
to
attached,
detach. Yeah, it looks like there's just a button to detach.
They
Unstick. You just wobble it.
can be detached.
Yeah, you just wobble it and then it unsticks. You can rotate it. You can move it forward and back.
Let's modify the shape of the raft. You can always attach things or detach them like this.
Yeah, you wiggle it to move it off, which is kind of adorable. Zelda had the slate in the first trailer and she fell down the chasm. Yeah, I'd imagine the slate, they like, something happens, the slate disappears, whatever, you know, breaks. I don't give a fuck. Whatever happens. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what they do. Ultra Hand lets you just move your shit, by the way, too. And way more than Magnesis. Just for the record, like, it's way more than Magnesis. He just Jedis that shit up, right? So we're going to have a lot more ability over items than we had with Magnesis. You know?
Now, if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat.
I like how he tilted it in a weird way to kind of show that, like,
We've
oh,
made a
physics. Physics will work. I like how they tilted it, you know? This was cute. Like, just to
We've
show,
made a
oh, physics will
simplified
work.
version of a boat.
There's the physics, dropping it in, you know? Yeah, Link's got tons of midichlorians.
However, it won't move in its current state, so we'll need something to propel it forward.
What is all that shit back there? I want him to go get that shit and
There's
craft with
something
it.
here. Let's try hitting it.
These fans are just
wind.
OP, by the way.
It's
These
blowing
fans are
wind.
sick.
Looks like we
You think
found
they're
a
just
fan.
gonna be everywhere?
Why don't we try attaching it?
You think you could attach that fan to your weapon? Okay, some things about this little battery. One, it recharges. Two, looks like it drains pretty fast. It drains faster than it recharges, but it does recharge rather fast.
We'll attach another.
Also, I like how it kind of went, like if you look right here, he didn't like put it like directly on, like it was like, yeah, he knew.
We'll
Like
attach another one.
It looks very easy to build.
This should make the boat well balanced.
Looks very, very easy to build. Look, it even wanted, it almost wanted to connect to the other fan right there for a second. Yes, maybe, I don't know.
Okay, they're attached. All right, let's try moving the boat.
I also like how you only have to hit one, like it's all powered. Does that make sense? And but like, I like that, but also like, there are benefits to being able to power one at a time too, you know? Do you think you could build a trebuchet that launches rocks? Maybe. I don't know. I just don't know.
Hey, it's moving.
I mean, this thing fucking motorboats over there, though.
With the wind from the fans.
Is this battery going... Hold on, I want to see if the battery is draining less when there's two of them.
It's blowing wind.
Doesn't it seem like this battery is draining faster solo?
Wind. It's blowing wind. Looks like we found a fan. Why don't we... Hey, it's moving.
See?
It's sailing pretty fast.
So the more on there, the more you put on there, the less battery it takes. The more you have attached, the less battery it takes for some reason. Yeah, it's bigger. Very, 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 very interesting. Very interesting. Or maybe flying takes more than boating. That's very interesting too. Yeah. Yeah, 100. The more fans you get, the more battery you have.
Since we added 2 fans, we should be able to cross the river in no time.
What do you point them in opposite directions? I don't know. Right here, this little platform's got some glowy shit on it. That looks important. We've got a dog construct, which is interesting here. Yeah, that little glowy platform right there looks like something, you know, worthwhile exploring.
We reached the other side.
This looks like extra battery, right? We're all in agreement that looks like extra battery. This whole thing looks obnoxious. I can't wait to build something like this.
In the most recent trailer, we showed scenes of Link riding a large car and a flying machine. Those vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them.
This looks like similar island. We're still on an island here. Let's look at the background. Look, interesting, kind of like man-made tree here. Another one of those like natural shrines. That looks like another natural shrine. Just saying.
Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own. There are all sorts of objects you'll come across in this game. And depending on how you
I like the wind just catches it. He's got to catch up to it.
Use your imagination. You can do a lot with them.
You can. It seems like you can hit anywhere on your vehicle to like operate your battery shit.
So try crafting different things and explore this world at your leisure.
Oh wow, that just sucked all the battery out. Did you all see that? Once they took flight, it just sucked the battery dry.
There are even more new abilities.
Can I just say this is so silly? Like, the whole idea of building this fucking little hovercraft thing is sick. Like, this is just so dumb. Okay, this is where the game gets a little obnoxious in my opinion, though, chat. Am I wrong? This did not feel like a necessary ability. All right? This ability feels completely unnecessary.
Even more new abilities. Take this building over here.
Take this building over here. I thought he was going to show us something like normal and cool. Like,
okay, watch this.
Bro, it looks cool. He's like, watch this. What the fuck?
Look, I passed right through the ceiling.
Can we just pass through ceilings? Or can we also pass through walls? Over here, we got like an arena, another one of those kind of like long, thin bridges. Just so many islands over here, wherever we're at. But like, yeah, this looks like some sort of like mini boss fight right there against the construct in the middle. Doesn't it feel like this was like a bug and they were just like, ugh, I don't want to stop. Like,
This new ability
why do we stop?
is
people?
called Ascend.
It's so dumb. Aurora and Wind, thank you for 69 months. A lot of cool secrets and hidden chambers. Well, I mean, I'm like every cave you go in, I'm gonna have to go like 2 steps and then like shoot through the top to like find hidden shit. I feel like that's gonna be like insane, you know? Zelda Geek. I don't think he wants you to advertise for him. He says there'll be limitations. There'll be materials you can't ascend through. I'm sure there'll be materials we can't ascend through, but like, it's pretty obnoxious. Like, if there's shit in the middle of caves, like in the middle of mountains, that could be really, really tough. That could be a little annoying. Yeah, but we'll never have to climb a mountain in the rain.
If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through
To
the floor above.
Like I like how he like gets stuck for a second. The animation's
Above
really
you.
good. All right, we got another one of those egg things. Just another huge island. These islands are really big, chat. Yeah, the islands are very large.
There are some restrictions, but
There are some restrictions, but this looks like that thing we were looking at over there that you could craft, by the way, chat. Going back to right when he was crafting the boat and we looked in the background, this looks like a better kind of version of that. Also, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, that's actually like a very first trailer, the first thing he lands on when he goes up in the island. It looks like the same thing right here. Sorry, we're going to go back just to explore. This guy right there, it looks like the same thing, which means like, I think we can make, you know, buildings out of that.
look, I passed right through the ceiling.
Buildings or
This new
cars
ability is
or
called
whatever.
Ascend. If you're in
Yeah.
a place with a ceiling,
I
you
tell your
can go
friend happy
through
birthday. I don't know their name.
to the
I
floor
hope their
above you.
birthday sucks. I'm joking. That was mean.
There are some
Yeah,
restrictions.
he does get
but
like
what's
burst
great
out of the
about this
ceiling. Yeah, that's something.
is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere.
As long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere.
For example, this place has a cave with a hill right above it. If we use the ability here,
Okay, this animation that they're about to go through is like kind of scary, you know. Morcio, thank you for 56 months. A little scary. Also, we got another. This thing looks like it's just cleaning up. This construct looks like it's cleaning up. We've got some hot tamales over there, hot peppers, some other vegetation, place to craft or cook. That's pretty tall ceiling right there. You know, you can shoot up and then you like shoot through this
Come
whole
on.
area.
keep
You like swim through it. I wonder if there's like a hidden area somewhere if you'd be able to see it right here. You know what I mean? Like if you'd be able to see it in this
going.
animation or if this is kind of like
Okay.
a loading zone.
We emerged at the top of the hill. In the previous
Another cart path right there. We see carts on the ground. Look at that orb. I don't know what else to call it. It's an orb of some sort. Like, looks very strange. We get a better look of that big giant cube island. I mean, this could be the same one, could be a different one. Yeah, it's for palm readings. It does. It has a Mysterio kind of vibe from Spider-Man.
game, you had to use stamina to climb a
Yeah. Thank you, Narkantang. I really appreciate the prime.
mountain. But in this game,
A time stone from Skyward Sword? Nobody played Skyward
if there's a
Sword.
mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right?
We get it. We get it. We get it. You can't get stuck in things. It's going to be real weird when we get in a cage and we're immediately out of it. You almost wonder if you use the stamina to climb. Comment means there won't be stamina upgrades. I could see where they would take away stamina upgrades for the sole reason that it would force us to craft more. You know what I mean? Like, cause like he's like, oh, you can't swim across that lake, and I'm like, bitch, I got fucking 3 stamina bars. I can swim across that lake. So they might limit our stamina in this one considerably to force us to craft more, to force us to make flying machines, to force us to be a little bit more exploratory with our thoughts. There's definitely shrines. We've seen shrines on the map. Also, so you can't fly to other islands easily. Yeah. Reduces the need for shrines. They only need for hearts, not stamina. Make you more resourceful. I could see that. Yeah, the ascendability icon. I know, this one looks so silly. I'm just going to say it. This ascend to go through the ceiling ability seems very stupid, but I'm totally okay with it. Whatever. Like, I'm sure it's not going to be not fun. Like, I'm sure it's going to be totally useful and sick. But it does, out of all the abilities through the 2 games, this seems like the absolute worst one. The check marks on caves. Yeah, I noticed the check marks on caves. That's what I'm wondering, like, how do you complete the cave? There's definitely secret rooms hidden in a cave, like in between a cave and the ceiling somewhere. Yeah. Seems the least thought out. Yeah.
Exactly.
It seems like it's fixing a problem that Nintendo didn't want to solve. All right, so we see these eggs again. Definitely a lot of these egg symbols all over the place.
There's another.
There's a construct. Another cave over here.
A construct.
Nice little pool of water. Looks warm. Looks like warm water. A door, a couple doors right there. I'm assuming they want us to build the same thing he's building.
Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit.
Makes sense because enemies are fused themselves.
It
that
blew
weapon's
me away
sick.
with wind.
That weapon's sick, by the way. Just like
Looks like it's got some sort of fan.
Yeah. Okay, now this part right here. Hold on, let's just take a quick look. This island back here, lots of shit going on. Big island, big kind of like phallic object that you definitely are going to want to climb towards. It's massive space all over these islands. Another island with some hangy shit. Don't really get what the hangy shit's for yet. It's a lot going on here. A lot of island. A lot of island. Yeah, there's a shrine on the HUD. Yeah, I mean, we've already established the shrines, but there's also these caves with check marks too, which are definitely new. And then there's the eggs, which they didn't show those on the map. We didn't get to see those on the map at all, those little egg shrines. Yeah. Now this is where I pop off. Something of note right here. You see this little texture in the sidewalls? The construct texture, which makes me feel like these are man-made islands. This is the same that's like all throughout the pathways and everything, and you know, it looks like the constructs as well. Glyphs, yeah, I guess you can call them glyphs. Makes me feel like they're man-made islands, or if they did suck them up from the ground, that, you know, they had purpose the way they sucked them up. Also of note, I don't know why that's interesting, but like, why would the waterfall just stop right there? That's kind of strange, right? And then this part's just sick. This fucking, what in the Fortnite's going on here? Giant glyph right there. That's a farmer's worst nightmare when that happens to your crop. Just a crop circle, massive crop circle. Got some calamity left over there. Just like some little spots of calamity. For the most part, the calamity's gone, you know? At least at this part of the game. Like, I don't know if it returns later on, but for most part, it feels like the calamity's gone. Shrine right below me. Yeah, shrine here to the... You don't really... Can I see it on the map? I can't really see where it is. Like, here.
Oh, well, let's just return to the surface.
Oh, well, let's just return to service. Something there. We see that... We've seen this, like, tower a few times. I think that's the same tower we've seen all day. So it looks like... I'm just imagining that we stayed within the same, like, circle of islands.
You can quickly descend from the sky.
Demo. Is that? That's not. No, that's not where the. You can't really tell on the map. I think this map is still of the islands. I don't think this map's hit ground level yet.
Sky to the surface like this.
Yeah, I think this map's still of the islands.
It feels so good. In the sky, you'll be able to look
Yeah,
out
see,
across
right?
the land.
Now it's back to land. See the mini map? Then it went back to land.
You can also
You don't think that's a
search
shrine
for
symbol?
destinations that pique
You
your
might be right.
interest.
It might. You know what? You're right. That might just be a point of interest symbol, honestly.
Also search for
Big tower here.
destinations that pique your interest.
Another one, small island there. Another big see another big tower with the lights. Yeah. That little gorge we saw earlier, the crop circle.
Once you've chosen your destination, you can speed things up. Like this.
All right, let's go back to this.
Ah!
Yeah, Link
I got
free
pushed
falling
off.
looks sick. It does. This is just sick. This is like a
Oh
cool
well,
section.
let's
of
just
the game.
return to the surface. You can quickly descend from the sky to the surface like this. It feels so good.
Man, yeah, I mean, just the draw distance, like everything you can see and then you can just go to there. It's fucking sick. Like, this feels all like, I don't really remember this looking like this in the first game. Death Mountain looks sick.
In the sky, you'll be able
Okay, this actually bothers me. The fact that the castle's surrounded in Calamity actually, like, really bothers me. I don't like that. It does look sick,
to look out
but we solved that problem. You know? We fixed Garrett. But did we? Did we really?
across the land.
Yeah. Calamity looks in front of the castle, not surrounding it. There's that big cube again. Yeah, the big cube again. A lot of islands. It seems like the islands, it seems like you don't see the islands until you're in that, like, area. Like, it seems like you see a lot more of the islands, like, once you're up there. Yeah. Yeah, they might be separate loads, actually.
And you can also search for destinations that pique your interest. Once
Yeah,
you've
this is
chosen your
sick.
destination,
Water continues to be the one thing in video game every video game gets absolutely right. I can't remember the last time I saw a video game with bad looking water. Like, legitimately. I don't know what happened, but about 12 years ago they got water just so fucking right, and they have not stopped since. Yeah. Pokemon? Yeah, Pokemon's the one exception. Yeah, there's 2 towers on the ground surrounded by light. Yeah, we've seen 2 of them now.
you can speed things up. Like this.
You go, what in the Fortnite are you doing here? We got a little flying lizard
Let's
there.
dive into this river.
Okay, this river's way too shallow for him to dive into, by the way. Like,
And
look,
we're
he
back on
hit
the
ground,
surface.
man. He hit ground. That looks like some sort of metal floaty thing. We got the bird, got that little lizard bird over there. Bobclin area.
There are still so many things I'd like to show
Here's another crafting station we saw earlier. They had one at the stables.
you, but let's leave it at that for now.
Another crafting station. Death Mountain has the Calamity going. That looks like back where we were at when we started, the stable we started at. Yeah. Looks like there's like a cover on that. Like a tarp. Thing's just insane. Hot. Hot chat.
There are still so many things.
Okay. I'll say this. If your critiques, if you wanted more traditional, go to a dungeon, get an item, go to the next dungeon, Zelda. If your critiques were too many options or too open world, I think you're going to hate this one. If those are the things you didn't like about Breath of the Wild, I don't think this game, just looking at it right now, has done anything to alleviate those concerns. However, if you enjoyed those parts of Breath of the Wild, I think you're going to be very happy. Very, 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 very happy. You know what I mean? That's I don't think that I definitely don't think we're going back to go here, get item, go to next spot. I don't think anyone that didn't like Breath of, I don't think this is going to change your mind from Breath of the Wild. Does that make sense? I like the change in innovation because I am just like thinking about all the dumb shit I can do. Like, I'm not even thinking about, like, you know what's weird is like right now I'm not even thinking about this game as a like game that I'm gonna romp through and feel the story as. All I'm thinking about this as is like a sandbox game right now. I'm almost like like in my mind I'm like excited the same way I am like a new Minecraft server, you know? Like that's more what I'm feeling right now. Yeah. Yeah. I think yeah, infinite content generator. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's more what I'm feeling, you know? But I don't think this is going to like and I'm not saying that there isn't much more traditional Zelda type, you know, dungeons, blah 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 in here. I don't know. We don't know. This is all we've seen. I'm saying from everything they've shown, trailer wise, gameplay wise, they haven't shown anything that makes me feel like that is going to happen. Does that make sense? If they did get multiplayer in this game, it'd be fucking sick. Like if someone hacks multiplayer in this game, it'd be fucking amazing. However, the amount of options it has and the amount of silly stuff it can do might sway a lot of people that didn't like it. Dude, not even Zelda hide and go seek. We could do Zelda races. Just races would be so fucking sick, you know? Yeah. Yeah. I already put. I want to beat Point Crow to the bounty. I'll beat him to the bounty. $20,000 to the person who you. Yes, I'll beat him to the bounty. Actually, he can go. I just want to add to his bounty that he'll inevitably have. Yeah, I'll put $20,000 to someone if they put multiplayer in this. 20K. Clip it. Yeah, clip it. Absolutely. Totally. I'll add to whatever bounty goes on. Clip it and ship it. Tweet it out. I'll retweet it. So, yeah, I mean, what they showed, but I also think what they showed, one thing that I will say, I do think everything they showed was very beginner area. Very, 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 very beginner area. Durability's still in it. I don't think durability is going to be a big of a pain because it looks like the fusing the weapons changes the durability. Yeah. And I also think just the fact that we're fusing, this one has the fusing weapons, I think we're going to constantly want to be like, I'm going to fuse this with this. I'm going to fuse that with that. I'm going to fuse this with this and this and that and that and that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now.
I kind of want to get that tattoo, chat.
What did you think? Some of Link's new abilities were updated from the previous game. I'm sure.
If Link doesn't have the slate anymore, he probably gave it to Zelda. Does she tool around with the Master Cycle now? I mean, I don't know. Zelda could be
Some of you
playable.
watching
We don't
me
even
play
know.
were thinking, wait.
Yeah, fusing. I think fusing makes the whole weapon durability system a lot more palpable because we're going to be less likely to hold on to any weapon ever because we're just going to want to make it a new weapon constantly. Does that make sense? Yeah. Guy Pantless. Okay. The weapon degradation system in Zelda is not a problem once you break out of the I need to hold my coolest stuff to the end of the game mentality that we all have in video games, right? We all do it. And anyone who's ever played Skyrim has a fucking 400 things in their pockets that have absolutely no point, no purpose. You know what I mean? I might need it later. I might need it later. But you have to get past that. A lot of people just can't get past that. And that's something that like game designers have to accept. Like, right? Like sometimes game designers the idea might be good, it might be right, but like that's just not how people work. And so you don't need to like, yeah, you think the islands help a tiny bit with your dislike for open worlds because it feels like you can visit the island, complete it. I see what you're saying on that. That actually makes sense. Like they're like their own little dungeons in some ways. You know what I mean? But I think the durability thing in this is just different anyway because we saw him have a low durability stick like it was about to break. He fused it with a rock and then he went and killed a bunch of things and it didn't break. So I feel like that will definitely fix it. Yeah.
If you could do that, then maybe you could do this too.
That's
In this game, you can do a lot of
feel like
things
we're gonna
just
feel
by
like a
thinking
lot of
about
that.
what's even possible. There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today,
a nice
but they're all
suit coat.
jam-packed into this unfamiliar
Yeah.
Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's
Yeah, I'm wondering if like I can store multiple fused items or if I can only have one fused weapon. Like, am I going to be able to fuse a weapon, store it? You know what I mean? Like,
all for today.
they didn't really show that. Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
You worry that building will end up being buggy as hell? I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to figure, like, not me personally, but people will figure out ways to absolutely abuse that system in amazingly awesome ways. Yeah. Very sharp. I don't need another Switch, but I want this one so bad. I definitely don't need one, but damn do I want one. I definitely want this Switch. You doubt it'll have immersion-breaking bugs despite its complexity. I kind of agree with that. And I also think what do I want to say? I kind of feel like they gave us enough tools that any bugs that, like we can already go through ceilings, you know? So, like, why would I need to figure out a bug that can do it? Does that make sense? You know, like, there's not... Like, we have so much freedom that it's almost like they're stopping us from having to glitch the game. And I also think the fact that, like, they've used this particular engine now. This engine's been in development since before, you know, this is a Breath of the Wild engine still. So this engine's been in development now with them for like 10 years, you know? So I feel like they know how to work it, yeah. Yeah, instead just prevent us, instead of like letting us hunt for glitches, just give us all the glitches as abilities. That Pro Controller with the white is hot. Hot. Can we glean anything from all these circles? Just for the record, I just want to point out all these circles on the gamepad, and then I want to go back. All the circles, all the circles, all the circles in the background. There's circles, 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 circles. And then, where was it? It's when we go through the ceiling. And then, see, like, that's same circle, you know? So, I don't know what that means, but obviously, like, definitely related, so. Definitely not just related, but also important. Also very, very important.
But what's great about this ability
Those squares,
is that
well,
as
except for
long
that
as
one big
there's a
square.
ceiling,
Except for that one big square island. It's a sharp switch dock. Sharp carrying case. It's not no Sheikah slates though. All right, chat. That was some fucking shit, dude. Yeah, that was some shit.